So yeah, man, dude, you really need to see this video my buddy sent me, bro. It is freaking sick. Dude, I'm telling you, check this out.
Hey.
What?
Oh, we're recording.
No, we're not.
Yeah, we're recording.
Oh! Oops. Hey, guys, welcome back to the 321 Screws edition of
Captain Bill, Big Shot Joe, watch a movie.
episode 2.
That's right.
Why don't you go ahead?
Goats, part 2. So, hopefully, you guys seen our first one where we did the gallows.
Pretty good.
Well, tonight, I dug deep into my
collection
of movies.
Yes,
Dug
you
out
did.
this 1984 classic, C.H.U.D.
Why don't you zoom in?
Cannibalistic humanoid underground dwellers. They're not staying down there anymore.
And they don't.
No.
They do not.
Beneath the streets of New York City, there are hundreds of miles of subterranean tunnels unfit for anything human, unauthorized for anything experimental, and unlikely to come to the surface until now. Something horrible is loose in the sewers of Manhattan, and the city's homeless population have begun to mutate into cannibalistic humanoid underground dwellers. They are C.H.U.D, hideous, hungry, and headed for the streets.
That name, man.
Yeah.
C.H.U.D.
Exactly. What you're thinking right now? Yes.
What are they thinking right now?
Oh, they know.
They know what?
They know.
Much?
So,
What?
yeah, man.
He doesn't know.
What you think about... Yeah, goes without saying. So, what you think about it, Joe?
C.H.U.D,
You've heard me talking about this movie for
Look, I like a lot
for quite some time.
You have. He's been talking about it for the last 4 years, trying to get me to watch it. So we figured, hey, why not? So
yeah, since we're trying to do this, movie review thing.
Yeah. So
on the YouTube, on the YouTuber.
So he has this on DVD, and we decided to pop it in. C.H.U.D was in 1984. So, and I'm big on old 80s.
Yep.
Cheesy flicks,
I was a 13-year-old lad when this movie came out when I first seen it. So, yeah, for a 13-year-old boy, this was this is his kind of movie. It was my kind of movie.
It was entertaining. It was. I mean, it felt like you were definitely in the 80s watching it.
And surprisingly, there was a lot of big names, like known people who played bit roles in the movie that were nobodies back then, but have gone on to a lot of success since then. John Goodman played a bit role in it. He was a cop who just his time on film was all of about 2.5 minutes. Maybe it was just consisted of him and his partner, who was played by Jay Thomas, who some of you might remember from Cheers. He played Carla's husband, the hockey player. Yeah, they were cops, and they walked in this diner, sit down, and they're in, some little cheesy flirtation by John Goodman with the waitress slash cook. And and then monsters and attack, and melee begins, and that was the end of John Goodman's role. But
so spoiler, John Goodman dies in the movie.
He doesn't make it. He does not. I'm
sorry,
I didn't.
We broke our rule.
I didn't want to give that one away, but I felt just to really give you something to sink your teeth into with this movie review. I wanted to give that to you.
Right.
So
we did that.
Trying to think of it as an exclusive. First time it's been announced. Boom! It's out there now.
John Goodman dies in this movie.
John Goodman dies in C.H.U.D.
Also, I just want to talk about real quick. I thought was pretty cool.
The mom from Home Improvement.
Yeah.
She plays an ad woman. She's like brief in like one scene, you know. But
Well, and I like the fact of John Hurt and Daniel Stern being the main characters. Those two, which I never knew they were in another movie together.
yeah,
Home Alone series. You
yeah,
know?
John Hurt was
The
the
dad
dad, and Daniel Stern
was the taller.
was the one
Marv.
half of the
He
Wet
was Marv.
Bandits.
That's right.
That scene with the tarantula was.
Yeah, that's great. You know what else he was good in? Angels in the Outfield.
Right.
That was hilarious.
Right. Let's not sidetrack.
No. I just side note.
We got some chudding to discuss.
Yeah, we do got some chudding to discuss.
Chudding right along.
Chudding.
So,
Chud.
yeah, as you can figure, it wasn't, you know, a super big budget movie, you know, production. It was
The creatures kind of made me laugh.
it was like back 84. You know, it was a straight to VHS type, but you know, straight. I think the first time I ever saw it was on HBO.
Yep.
You know, but you know, it's entertaining. It keeps, you know, it's a fun watch. You know, just for the nostalgia and the cheesiness about it, but that's what kind of gave it sort of its appeal. It was
it
was like a cool kind of cheesy. It was you know,
and
not a corny cheesy, but
by
know.
all means, I mean, yes, this is a horror film, and there was a little bit of gore, but it's not too bad. So if you're the type that likes scary movies but don't like a lot of gore, this one may be for you.
You know, it's just. Yeah, you know, it was the 80s. It was, you know, they like to do those kind of
the suspense.
You know, the different. Well,
no,
just the monster movies were big in the 80s. You know, you got all those different, you know, weird monster creature type movies. You know, were coming out in the 80s.
Yep.
They were big on the, you know, it's you mutated, you know, species.
Oh yeah.
All that kind of stuff, attacking and whatever. And that's basically what this is, you know, that's what happens when
well, and the thing I like
mix
the thing I like too, though, like what you were saying with all this
radiation
for the contamination.
That's
the toxic.
That's what happens.
The stuff that's involved in making it happen.
Yeah, these things, these creatures are a result of nuclear, you know, waste and disposal, unsecured.
Spoiler!
The movie was made in 1984, bro.
I know.
I'm not spoiling shit.
I know. It's too soon, bro.
Yeah,
it needs to be
2020.
It needs to be another.
It's 2020.
10 years, bro.
If you know, if
you
hadn't seen this movie yet. Before now, but now hearing about it.
Sorry about your
You probably weren't gonna see it because you probably didn't know it existed.
I didn't until I met him 4 years ago, and he kept every time he would say you got to see C.H.U.D. Every time he would chuckle too when he said C.H.U.D. He would C.H.U.D.
And it doesn't matter because if the movie sounds interesting and you know
it did, it caught my attention.
Yeah, then
what does that mean?
People are still gonna watch it, even though now you know. Okay. These things, you know, there's nuclear waste and radiation contamination element to the movie.
There is.
You know, I mean.
What I like though too, man, it was the same scenario for everybody, but you saw it like they were all doing their different things during the story, and then like the two main characters didn't really meet up until like the climax of the movie.
You know what's funny too is you
know what I'm saying?
You never really. I mean, even to the very end, you never really see a real clear, good shot
of the creature.
You get a shot of angles. Hands, arms, you know, grabbing someone, or you get a quick shot of a head and, you know, like a close-up shot.
Their yellow eyes.
Yeah, it's like it's like the budget is like, look, all we can do is we can make a head, a mask, and some hand gloves that might go up to the elbow. Other than that, you know.
They showed a torso too. There was a torso, not a full torso, but yeah, no, they never showed. They never showed.
Maybe I missed it.
No, but they never showed.
Maybe it's when I was taking a drink.
So but you're right. They did not ever show the full.
Ooh,
What?
stuff strong, boy, but
What, that water?
keeps me alert. No, I'm just kidding. It's
That
just
water
soda.
you put in there?
It's just soda.
So yeah. So, but yeah, I do agree. They didn't show a full
Yeah. So,
full body
but,
of the creature.
But it worked. The way they did it, you know, it worked.
It was interesting.
You know? I mean, it starts literally within the first 2 minutes of the movie, something happens, you know. So
It happened that quick because I missed it.
It was the lady.
I know, but I saw the tail end after she started
Yeah.
being pulled in.
Yeah.
I said, "Is this the trailer to the movie?" And he goes, "No, that's it."
Yeah.
And then I turn around and I look
So
and I go,
it's
"Oh shit!"
you know, yeah, it's a fun watch, you know, and like I said, it's for
C.H.U.D.
me.
What does C.H.U.D sound like to you? C.H.U.D sounds like something I just. I just went out
it
back
sounds
and
like
took a
a movie that I wouldn't have bought at the, you know, in the discount bin at Walmart. No, C.H.U.D sounds like a movie I would have had to buy from like a back room of a video store, or maybe a head shop. You know, you got to show your ID, and you know they'll let you through the
C.H.U.D
beaded
Volume
curtains.
19. Yeah, C.H.U.D. I don't know, man. It sounds like something you take a deuce, and it's a C.H.U.D. Like you got a turd, and then even worse, you get a C.H.U.D. You know.
Never in my life have I referred to
Poop as
a
a
bowel
C.H.U.D.
movement as a C.H.U.D.
I don't know, man. It's just such a weird name. Like I don't know what else to reference it to.
No, it's more likely that I would at some point would have said, "Oh shit, I'm popping a C.H.U.D."
Like a chubby.
Yeah.
C.H.U.D.
That's why I said, you know,
C.H.U.D.
back room
Wouldn't it
of
be more-
a video store.
Wouldn't it be more of
Oh
a
man,
chub?
listen,
A chub?
we're gonna get censorship on us.
No, we won't.
Standards and practices are gonna be all over us over this.
Nah, we only cursed a few times.
Man, I'm telling you,
We'll be good, YouTube.
that dude in HR is a prick.
Honestly. What, for YouTube?
No, for this. All this.
For 3-2-1 Screw?
That's right.
Oh, I never met him.
HR. Oh, you don't wanna. He is a sumbitch. So
But-
anyways, man, let's get back to C.H.U.D. We always trail off when we doing these things. Man.
Chuddy up, man.
People will never know what
Just
the hell
chuddy
this-
up.
They could come in the middle of the show. They wouldn't know, what is this show about? Is this show just about these two guys rambling back and forth to one another? Ranting about things? No.
Yeah.
We're reviewing C.H.U.D here on Captain Bill and Big Shot Joe.
Watch a movie.
So, go on now. Run with it. I talked about it for a little bit.
Well, I tell you what, John Hurd, it was cool kind of seeing him in a leading role because I'm not used to seeing that with him. I'm usually seeing him as like a side character. Like, he played a detective, a crooked detective in The Sopranos, so he was on that. You know, that was a little later in his life before he passed. But, you know, he's well known for the Home Alone films.
John Hurd didn't die.
John Hurd did die.
You sure about that?
I'm pretty sure.
The dad from Home Alone died?
Okay.
Is this true, folks?
Keep him busy.
Did you know about this? Or are you just learning about it for the first time as well? Now for some idle chit chat while he looks that fact up. Yeah,
John Hurd
Yeah, there
died
we go.
2017, age 71.
oh wow, 2017, so just a couple years ago.
Yep.
Wow.
So,
Did not know that.
yes.
Oh man.
He played Kevin McAllister's father in the hit movies.
Rest in peace, Mr. McAllister.
Yeah. In Home Alone 1 and 2. he's played in a few different things, but like I've never seen him play a leading role, so that was kind of cool. It was nice to see something with Daniel Stern, other than the few movies I mentioned. I didn't know how long ago his acting career started, and he was a lot younger in this film.
Yeah.
Definitely. I never knew who Christopher Curry was,
Yeah.
but he was decent in that movie. I liked it, so maybe I'm gonna
Yeah, he
start
plays.
checking out some more of his movies.
Yeah, he plays a cop
Named Bosch.
Captain Bosch.
That's right.
Um,
I did like the setting that it was in New York. You know, they really did a good job making
Yeah.
it look like New York City.
oh yeah, man, New York in the early '80s,
Yep.
early mid '80s.
Yep. And I did like the one part I did like was when she's she's trying to see what's behind the door, and you hear this monster like banging on the door, and you know the door looks like it's old as hell, and like it could just break off the hinges, and this monster that's been throwing things and eating things and ripping people apart. I think a little door would be easy for him to just push down.
No, the part I thought was
I
funny
thought
about
it was
that.
comical.
She's got the door locked. He's banging on the door, and she runs over. Instead of sliding that desk over in front of the door, maybe she just runs over and flips the breaker to turn the power off. It's like
What the hell's
this
that
thing
gonna
came
do?
up from the tunnels underground sewer. You just made it feel right at home.
Yeah, he's back.
Now
in,
you're
you
blind,
just gave him home field
and-
advantage.
and turning the light off in no way, shape, or form makes that door more durable.
Yeah, unless she was like a Navy SEAL or something,
Yeah, it just
or a Marine. They're using the life
if something was
tactics,
just
you know?
if some creature's trying to bust in my front door, my first instinct
Hold on,
would
guys.
not be
Let me just hit the
to
lights.
run to my breaker box and kill the power to my house or my
Literally,
apartment.
front door breaker. Well, I'm just gonna turn the lights
No,
off.
man, you know
Instead of Amscray out of there, man.
exactly.
That's it. That's it.
Yeah, you're grabbing a lamp, you're busting the light bulb, but leaving it turned on and plugged in, trying to stab that thing in the throat. Give them a jolt of electricity, maybe put them down, something.
Yeah, man. I don't know, man. Those
don't
things seem like they were
turn the
pretty
lights off.
serious. You know what I noticed though? They never admitted to John Hurd's character that they were the ones that broke in and stole the photos.
Yeah.
I was kind of hoping that was going to show up. You guys will see what I mean if you tune into this movie.
Yeah.
That's C.H.U.D. C.H.U.D. I was pissed. I was like, wait a minute now. They didn't say, oh, hey, by the way, just going to let you know, man. Sorry, but we did break in. We took your last week's worth of work and we stole it.
I like with the movie. I like the music. Just the 80s music. Just
80s horror film.
Every bit of music played through this movie for every different scene, and it just was.
Well, it's the musical
It was
score.
so 80s, man.
That's what they call it, the score.
And it's just, I mean, I understand the movie was made in 1984, so naturally, yeah, it's going to be 80s music, but to watch it now, 2020, it just kind of makes me chuckle, when I think about musical scores and sound effects and stuff that they do in movies now, and just listening to that, and just.
Well, that's part of the movie. Imagine Back to the Future without the theme
I think that's
song.
the appeal of it to me. Like, just it takes me back to a time. Like I said, I was 13 when this movie came out. That's at that age when things, they're like the most memorable time. That's when, just things make the biggest impression on you, it seems like, in those early teen years. That's what makes the person that you become. So, this is a part of my.
Well said, Bill. Well said.
This was a part of me becoming a man.
Hold on.
C.H.U.D.
Hold on. I was looking for a tissue so you can wipe those tears away.
Tears for what?
Of your enjoyment, reminiscing.
I'm gonna hit you in the head with that hammer. That's what it's gonna be. It's gonna be to wipe the blood away from the gaping wound in your forehead.
Huh? I look like Rambling Rabbit, man.
Yeah.
So I mean, that's really what I got for the movie.
Yeah,
Unless
yeah,
you got
that was,
something else.
no, that, I mean, that's pretty much it. You know, I mean,
Check it out. I think it's
we
worth
gave
a
you,
watch.
you know, some
Oh.
basic premise of stuff. You know,
Don't forget, we got to do our
radiation,
popcorn
you know,
rating
created monsters, and yes, all
out
our,
of 4 buckets of
out
popcorn.
of 4 buckets of popcorn.
So how about I do mine first?
You know, the best. Being you loved it, great, phenomenal.
I'd say I'd give it a bucket and a half. I'm gonna give it a bucket and a half.
Yeah.
What about you?
You know, I gotta give it 2 buckets.
2 buckets.
2 buckets just for me, for the nostalgic aspect of it. Because it did, you know, I said it did take me back to, you know.
No, I got you, man.
A time in my life when, you know, it was a memorable time in my life at that age. You know,
Right.
I just remember what was going on with me, and it was just a fun time. And this movie kind of takes me back to that time. So it gets a little extra points just for that.
Well, and everybody has that. I think there's like certain movies. Oh my God, I haven't seen this since I was a kid, or I haven't seen this in like a long ass time. You know.
You know, and honestly, you know, when I made the comment about how you never really saw a whole thing, you just saw like a head or some hands, you know, and forearms.
The fact that that's all it needed.
You know, I would have rather. I'm
was
rather
pretty
glad
impressive.
that they rather do it that way, because the stuff didn't look. You know, I mean, it was a little cheesy, but it was like, again, it was like a cool kind of cheesy. It wasn't a.
Like, this is stupid, let's turn it off.
Yeah, it wasn't a
cheesy.
cheesy. No, I can't. I can't. You know, kind of cheesy. You know, it was kind of cool cheesy. You know, and it wasn't for 1984. It wasn't awful.
Bad. I mean,
You know.
like I said, it was.
And they showed less of the creed. They
I'd
showed
probably watch it
in
again.
flashes and moments, you know. So it's not bad.
Even though I gave it a popcorn and a half, I'd probably still rewatch it again later down the road. But I don't need to see this anytime soon.
Well, we don't need to. We just watched.
That's what I'm saying. So I'm good.
We got other movies to review.
I fulfilled my.
Again, like we said in the last show, you got any ideas? Something, you know, that you would like us to watch and review?
You can contact
Leave it in the
us.
comments here, or you know, on any of the many outlets that we have through social media.
Beyond the Squared Circle, 321
you know,
Screw Facebook page.
Yeah, 321 Facebook
Captain
page.
Bill's
Beyond
page.
the Squared Circle page.
Big
Captain
Shot
Bill's,
Joe's
Big Shot
page.
Joe's, exactly. You know.
Also, don't forget to hit subscribe.
321 Screw. We're on Twitter.
Yep.
You know, tweet at us.
Get at us. But yeah, subscribe on YouTube. Make sure you hit that notification bell.
Yes.
You guys will be helping us out.
And
greatly
give us a thumbs up on the video.
on all the videos.
Please.
Help your boys out.
We're asking.
For the love of God!
You
No,
know,
I'm
just keep watching, keep liking us, you know, give us that inspiration, and we'll keep working trying to get, you know,
more stuff out.
Get more stuff out and make it better. You know, eventually.
I can't wait for the challenges.
Eventually, we'll, you know, we'll get a better camera. You know, all this. We're working towards it. You know, we started out kind of
decent.
You know, before.
Yeah.
You know when there was a trio, but now it's a duo. So some of the other, you know, the fancier equipment belong to the trio.
But
first.
sometime, you know what?
So we had to start over, sorta. We're doing our best to make it work, but
sometimes the basic
we'll get it better.
Basic stuff works too.
Yeah, absolutely.
But we will upgrade eventually, ladies and gentlemen. A lot of things we need to take care of.
Oh first. Yeah. So that's why we're just having fun with it right now.
That's it, man. And we're glad that you guys let us.
Hope you enjoy letting us
speak to you every week, and enjoyed our little review on the movie C.H.U.D.
C.H.U.D.
Like we're saying, if you guys haven't checked it out, if you like B-rated cheesy flicks, you know, or if you're just a movie enthusiast and you want to watch all different kinds of movies, then check this out. It's
Yeah,
pretty good.
yeah.
So
Exactly.
What do you think, man?
I think it's good. I think it was good.
All right.
So, you know, till next time,
You were watching
Capt
Captain
Bill and Big Shot Joe watch a movie. So, peace. Thought we were just gonna end it right there, didn't you?
Yeah, I did.
That's what I thought. I thought you thought that. Not yet. You know, figured what the hell. I got nothing better to do for the next couple of minutes. We'll spend it with you guys. How you been? Anything new with you?
Which one are you talking to?
All of them. What's
One at
that?
a time.
What's that? Mach wants to share something because I didn't even realize he was paying attention to it, but he said he was watching the movie too. What? Yeah.
Really?
No. He's There's this one. Yeah, She's like the main hobo lady of the movie. That's the one he's talking about. Yeah. She does look a little like her. She does look a little like her.
Like who?
Yeah. He was yeah. I think was it with Aunt or friend? She was like an aunt. Yeah, like an aunt. So, anyways.
All right, Mach, stop getting
Yeah,
all
you
your
know.
feelings.
But anyways, all right, folks. We'll see you next week at the movies.